Okay, so this is my demonstration of two of the unique design for learnings that we did, the UDLs. So the first one I did on SMORE, which like what we're doing right now. I did it on culturally sustaining pedagogies, which off of the last video, you would know that this one means a lot to me, which is why I wanted to kind of make a little s'more off of it. So I included what it is, which is a way of teaching that doesn't take anything away from the child, that has to do with their culture, rather than making them feel heard and implementing different cultures into the classroom. Some of the pictures that I chose to put into this are all significant to me in the way that I felt like they were all colorful and upbeat, but symbolic of the different demographic of students that we get into the classrooms. I included why it's important. Students need to see themselves in what they learn. We connect to something. If we connect to something, we can better understand it. The way you teach or your pedagogy should uplift the students and sustain who they are culturally, all while giving them new information to take with them. Another one that was important to me, like I said before, I do work in special education, so I feel that it's important to include all different types of students because they all deserve to get the best education possible. And then what can we do? As teachers, the best way we can build a culturally sustaining classroom is by empowering our children and allowing them to be heard in both their cultures and ideas as who they are as people. Says more on there. I'm sure you guys can pause and read that. But building connections with students and allowing them to be heard and seen in the classroom is incredibly important to me. And I feel like sustains the ideas of a culturally sustaining pedagogy. The last thing that I included is this video on culturally sustaining pedagogies that I found on YouTube. If you get the chance to watch it, I highly suggest watching it. It was a fantastic video. The second one we did was my written. So I did it on focus on demographics. So for this one, I included the first part right here is all of the students and the demographic of students that I chose for the school that we were supposed to be teaching on, which was Fowler Unified. They had a high percentage of non-English speakers and such. So it was important to me that we implemented the sustaining pedagogies culturally because a lot of them needed that. Describe any challenges and questions that would occur to you during your completion of question number one. Um, I talked about in seventh grade, it's important for them to get the right information because they're in a very fragile state of mind. And then the third one was how does your development understanding of anti racism influence your thoughts on the content standards and students you'll be teaching? Like I said, we had a very diverse amount of students, so with that being said, I felt that it was very important to be implementing this into the classroom, to be teaching them culturally sustainable in a culturally sustainable way so that they could see themselves through the curriculum and then be taking in the information that we're expecting them to learn a lot better.